So, next up, we've got gentlemen. Please give a massive round of applause for Steve Shepherd.
Lovely, what a lovely round of applause. Thank you for that reception. That's far better reception than anybody with my accent's got a right to up here, I think. As you can probably tell already from my accent, I am not local. I have travelled a long way to be here to see you guys tonight. I've come all the way from Portlethen, which is nice. And the shock of the night is actually I'm not English. I am in fact Scottish, but I do have this wonderful accent, so I'll tell you a little bit about how I got that. My folks who are from Aberdeen moved to England. Don't worry, I did find them. And we lived down there just long enough for me to get this accent. And then I think in what can only be described as a dick move, they decided, let's go back to Aberdeen. They'll love him with his accent there. So we moved back up. And yeah, that could be kind of quite tricky, as you can imagine. And a lot of people actually don't believe me when I say that I am Scottish. They think I'm English. So what I did, I kind of figured out 3 facts that will prove beyond doubt my Scottishness. And if you don't mind, I'd like to go through them with you tonight, if that's okay. Yeah. Good, because that's all I prepared for you tonight, so good. So fact number 1 is I think the only and the best soft drink you need is Irn-Bru. Tell us why, Steve, I hear you ask. Well, tonight you could have it in your vodka, in your gin or whatever, and get plastered, paralytic, shit-faced. And then tomorrow morning, you can have Irn-Bru as your hangover cure. Try that with a Red fucking Bull. Gives you wings, gives you fucking palpitations, that's what it gives you. So that's number 1. Number 2, I also think that the best thing that you can do with a Mars bar is deep fry it. I've seen the reports, I looked at all the science. I know it's not the most healthy thing to have, putting it mildly, but you're going to die of something in the end. Be as well die of something tasty. And as you can tell, I've done my own research well into that. And then the third thing, which I think is irrefutable, the first 2 you might kind of doubt me a little bit on, but I think the third one proves beyond doubt that I am Scottish. So within hours of landing in any foreign country, I will be burned to fuck. Not slightly red, burned to fuck. Literally walk off the aeroplane and I burst into flames. And in fact, that reminds me, I was thinking, I think that's why they've got those fire engines at airports now. I've never seen an aeroplane on fire in real life. I've only ever seen it on the telly. I think it's for us Scottish holidaymakers, you get off the plane, fucking hell. So we got that. But it doesn't really bother me so much, as I say, because I'm not actually English, I'm Scottish. But when we did move back up, I was in my early 20s. And like most guys at that sort of age, I was quite interested in girls and getting a girlfriend. And it was fucking nigh on impossible with this accent, trying to chat up girls. It was all well until I basically opened my mouth. Because people forget, back in my day, we didn't have 2 sexy princes with, you know, nice accents that girls could lust after. Back in my day, the 2 princes were Charles and Andrew. And no young girls wanted to sleep with them. Didn't stop one of them. But it wasn't any good for me, unfortunately. So I thought last year, well, in fact, actually before that, I thought, I've kind of tried and class myself as being single through choice. And it was a choice. It was their choice that I was single. And I kind of thought I would be, even from a young age, a single guy. Because when I was a teenager, when I was 16, 17, 18 and chatting up girls of a similar age, I found it really uncomfortable. And now I'm in my 40s when I chat up teenage girls, it's still uncomfortable. It's just on their side, it would appear now. So I've been single for quite a long time. It's sadder than that. Thank you. And I thought last year I should really do something about my love life, or if I'm more accurate, my self-love life. And I thought, I'll start with the basics. I'll just get some new lubes, because if I'm honest with you, Aberdeen, my tears weren't really working so well anymore. So, it's a slow burner, but it's good. It's worth. I'll wait for you. So I thought I'll start off with just some small stuff. So I used, as a lube, shower gel for a bit, which was kind of nice, especially if you like your dick to smell like Lynx Africa. I'm of an age now, I'll never have to buy shower gels, deodorants and socks. I just get them at birthdays, Father's Day, etc, etc. But I moved on from shower gels into hand creams, which actually worked really well. I quite enjoyed that, but the inevitable happened one night and I ran out. Had none left in the house, so I had to improvise. So I was kind of searching throughout the house, ended up in the kitchen, in the fridge, and I found the margarine. And margarine actually works pretty well. I'm seeing a few nodding heads actually around the room. Thanks guys, that's very much appreciated. The trick, as you'll know probably, however, or the downside with using margarine is getting it back in the tub after. It's not easy, it's tricky. I don't mind admitting it to you. Plus, again, to be fair, your toast has a bit of an aftertaste the next day as well. So, that after a while got a little bit boring too, so I thought, I got a new job last year, so a little bit of extra cash, so I thought I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to get myself one of these ultra realistic robotic sex dolls that you order online. I can't believe I'm telling you guys this. Here you go. So I ordered that up. And these are like ultra realistic. They have the full interactive girlfriend experience, mega realistic. In fact, but bizarrely, they're the one I've got I find it most realistic when the batteries go flat and it's just lying there. But never mind. This maybe says more about me than anything else. So I got this thing home anyway, and I got it all set up and assembled, and I used it the first night. No complaints, which was a first. And the next day I'm sitting hard at work. In fact, sorry, wrong choice of words. I'm sitting bored at work, and I thought, I'll send this doll a text. And yes, everybody, that is where my sex life is at. I am sexting a doll for my kicks. So you're supposed to send it a text, and you get a naughty text back about 10 minutes later. So I fire a text off, and about half an hour goes by, and I've got nothing. So I'll get my phone out again. I thought, I better check if no text my dad or something, what are you wearing tonight? The fuck? So I hadn't, thankfully, so I sent another one. And duly 10 minutes later on, I get a text back, and it's from the doll. And I know this because the first line is, hello player. I'm thinking, finally, I'm getting the recognition I deserve. And then I read it again, it was like, hello player one. I was like, fuck, I knew I shouldn't have got this thing from Nintendo. So, looking at the text, hello player one, you're a great guy. And that immediately sets up red flags for me. To let you know, I've been dumped by text before. So when I see a text that says, you're a great guy, I immediately start getting worried because you've never had a good text from that. You've never heard, you're a great guy, here's 2 tickets to Vegas, let's go. It doesn't happen. It's more along the lines of, you're a great guy, but you're just not a good fit for our company. Or you're a great guy, you're just not a good fit for my vagina. And I'd like to stress, I absolutely am not talking from experience here. I just want to make that clear. That's never happened to me, never received those. So anyway, yes, I get the text. Hello player one, you're a great guy, but can we just be friends? No benefits. And it was then, Aberdeen, that it struck me just how realistic this sex doll was. Because it's now just like my ex-girlfriend. I'm at work, it's lying in bed sending out texts and it won't sleep with me, And the worst of it is, I am now stuck with this thing. I can't get rid of it. I tried bringing the company up and I said, listen, what's wrong with it, mate? I said, well, it won't sleep with me. I said, we did say it wasn't really realistic. Thank you. I can't put it in the bin because this thing's life size. It's a full size kind of person and it won't fit in a bin. And I thought, well, maybe I could just put it in bit by bit, a bit at a week. But I thought when the bin man opens it up and the thing's like, hello, player, it's going to shit himself. I'm going to get into trouble with that. And I can't bury it in the back garden under a patio because that's where my last girlfriend is. So I'm kind of screwed with this thing, unfortunately. But that's my time up.